Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, April 22nd, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, we had a pretty good Friday. You know, Fridays are sometimes are not so good, and this was a good Friday. We ended up closing out $10,000 positive in our closed out trades. Remember, we had 23 positions, and I was very nervous about these positions. They just didn't seem very stable to me, but we ended up doing pretty well with these, as closing out positive $10,000 with them. We got into only 6 new positions today, and 4 were positive, 2 were negative. Basically, 5 of them were really neither good nor bad. They really didn't do anything for us, but we got this one stock that was really fantastic, and I'm going to show that to you in a second. But as a result of that, we closed out over or not closed out, but are carrying over $5,000 positive over the weekend. So that was really good. For once, I was right about my Dow call. I called the Dow up. It did, in fact, end up closing up 21 points. Not a big up move, but it was positive. The Dow was actually started out positive and then went negative, and was negative for most of the day, but then came back at the end and closed up fairly close to its high. So that's a real good sign. I'm going to call the Dow up for Monday. It's always hard to do a Monday call because you have the intervening weekend and all kinds of things can happen. But it looks to me like, you know, this sell-off was not very spirited sell-off, and that's why I called it up for today, and it did go up. I will call it up again on Monday. This is a strong market, and it's definitely moving higher, and it's going to take out its all-time record highs fairly shortly. No question about it. So let me just show you a couple stocks here. As I say, we closed out 23. Just a couple of them were really good, but we had a lot of just positive. You know, a lot of the majority of the positions we closed out were positive. A lot of them were in the hundreds of dollars, but still they were positive, and it all added up to $10,000. Let me show you the best of the trades that we closed out. This is an LCI Lanet Company, and we had bought this yesterday, the second hour. It kept going, then it gaps up for us very nicely for our exit. This is almost a perfect exit. We get out of here, we had you know, getting close to $5,000 in profit here in Lanet Company, and then right after we get out, it, you know, it comes back quite a bit. So this was just a beautiful exit on this trade. Looks great. Love to see those kinds of trades. And finally, I want to show you what carried the day for us. You know, we take tons of trades, and the majority of them are just kind of so-so. Some are really bad, but we take all these trades because we get these really good ones. And I've said this before, you know, 70% of our profits come from only 5% of our trades. We wait for trades like these, and this one is PACB, that's Pacific Biosciences of California. We bought this the first half hour, pulled back nicely, no problem there with slippage or anything getting into this trade. And then after we get in, it just explodes here. Makes a high here about the third hour or so, settled back a little, and then stays very high all day and then pushes up a little at the end, closing at or near its high. And we have over $6,000 there in profits in Pacific Biosciences. So just a great trade going here. They're really happy about that. Anyway, really fine day for us for a Friday. $10,000 closed, over $5,000 we're carrying. Trader Bob is happy. You guys have a great weekend, and I will be back here online on Monday.